6 situations.
But they did a nice job. When they put Jungle in, it has to make the Spirit at least think a little bit about what they're doing. If they have a break all the way up the field, somebody's got to remember the Jungle is hanging back, and Gorsuch could just throw long, and all of a sudden there's a shorthanded goal.
It is 1-0 San Diego. Earhart, Cap, and Perez at midfield. Sibbies takes over, back to Cap. Charlie foul zone. They'll go to McKenzie. Woolrich is putting some pressure on, so Bursick over the boards and out of play at 8:10. We're in the third quarter here in the Civic Arena. The Pittsburgh Spirit coming up on Wednesday. They will go to Cleveland and get back into those Cleveland-Baltimore games, JP. At this stage of the season, as closely bunched as everybody's been all year long in the East, you've got to start winning those games, and that'll be a road game. The Spirit earlier this year able to win on the road in Cleveland in overtime.
You know, they're still doing poorly in the road, but they've won as many games this year at the halfway point as they did all of last year, so they've got to have a better record, but better may not be good enough.
Earhart, Cap. It's in front of Perez. Drives it with the left foot. It's broken up by Brian Schmetzer. Back it comes to the red line. Cap hits the deck. Schmetzer takes over. Goes to Perez. 7:35, third quarter. It is 1-0 San Diego. Julie V trying to work it inside. It's loose right at the top of the box. Dudek takes over. Really some pressure here from San Diego. Woolrich wins the ball to V. He's got room. To Woolrich, and he scores. You could see it coming right at the top of the box. V sets up Woolrich, and it's 2-0 San Diego.
Well, the Spirit have had a lot of chances to get that tying goal, and what ends up happening is you can keep going and going. If you keep missing, San Diego is going to get another goal. But let's take a look at something that happened earlier. Helmut Dudek trying to get to that ball, couldn't get it. Here's Julie V. Watch where Woolrich sets up, top of the penalty arc, off the far post, beating David Bursic. A perfect shot, well-placed shot for Gene Woolrich.
It is 2-0 San Diego, and you're watching Pittsburgh Spirit soccer. That's a 2-0 lead for the San Diego Sockers. And recall last Sunday in Los Angeles, the Spirit scoreless. Looked like they might even get shut out, but it did not happen. They opened it up at about this point in the game. After they were down 3-0, there's a goal. Quinn gets it from Jungle. Jungle the assist. Quinn gets the goal. It's 3-0, just like that.
And what San Diego does so well, John, is that when they do take a lead after they got that goal and made it 2-0, they didn't relax at all. They come back with that killer instinct. As soon as Jungle intercepted it, you knew that something might have happened, and he finds a man open in the box. Brian Quinn turns and has David Bursic at his mercy. Didn't kick it as hard as he may have liked to, but he didn't need a hard kick to put it there. But once again, San Diego, such an awesome team. They don't lay back and wait and let you come at them. They just came forward and made it happen. They will open it up more than Pittsburgh.
Now a chance for the Spirit. Lete, a drive knocked down in front. Kapka will try to get it. Gergerev using the board. There's Marcio. And it comes back the other way. Here's a break for San Diego. Picking it up in the corner is Segota with a drive. He missed the net.
That's the last guy you want to see with an open shot.
Here's Jungle far side. The Sockers are trying to blow this one open right now, leading 3-0. 2 quick goals. It came, Quinn's 15th came after Woolrich scored just 23 seconds later. Jungle broken up by Kapka. Topolsky battling Jungle. It comes back to midfield. It'll be picked up there by Collier. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Boom, boom. Woolrich and Quinn score, and it's all of a sudden a 3-0 game. Also want to remind you about the Spirit cookbook that's being put out. It'll be available shortly. Favorite recipes of Spirit players, wives, friends. The proceeds go to cystic fibrosis. If you're interested, I've got a number you can call. Great save there. That number is 642-1803 if you're interested in that cookbook. Back comes San Diego. Missing to the right side. An open shot was Dana. Now Terlecki is back on. Spirit trying to pick up the ball. They do at their own red line. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left, third quarter. Topolsky. Blocked by Segota. Now controlled by San Diego. Here he comes again. Broken up by Terlecki. Stan got a piece of it. Got it to Bursic at 5 minutes left, third quarter. San Diego 3, the Spirit nothing. Hagen against La de Sueur brings it back to Cap. working on defense with McKenzie now. For Terlecki. Stan is double teamed. Still the battle continues in the near corner. The foul goes against San Diego. That'll be the first foul of the third quarter against the Sockers. The 2 on Pittsburgh so far.
Pushing San Diego.
McKenzie to Cap. Ingram.
Your ball. Left shot.
McKenzie gives it to Hagen. Mocked by a lot of Sewer. Now Cap starts a run. Looking for Stan Terlecki. Gives it back to him in the corner off the boards. Ingram can't get to it. Lotta Sewer will pick it up for San Diego. The Sockers have scored twice in 23 seconds to open up a 3-0 lead. Spirit were down 3-0 in San Diego last Saturday night. Came back and were down 1 point at 4-3. Wound up losing the game 6-3. Kevin Crow. Sockers in no hurry right now, looking for Lotta Sewer. Dudek will mark him. Back for Julie V. Here's Stan Terlecki with some room for the first time this afternoon. Against Katakalitis in the corner. All the way back to Godfrey Ingram. 3:20 left third quarter. The Spirit looking for a goal to get things going. Here's a drive. Not too much on that shot. And Gorsuch was there to make the save again. Now Julie V sets up. Gene Wilrich. They teamed up for a goal earlier. Perez. Wilrich. Perez. And he gets over the glass. 3-0 San Diego leading on Pittsburgh Spirit Soccer.
Four coats, a large popcorn, and half-off breakfast certificate, cabinets, total package of over $55 value for only $25. Break the family and get the tickets by calling 642-1806 or fill out the coupon in the Spirit Fan Release. And it's Friday night, February 28th, Athens Family Night.
Along with John Paul Della Camera, this is John Sanders back in the Civic Arena. David Bursich waits. Finally delivers to midfield, and it's going to come right back. Sibbies loses it. Collier reverses to Gorsuch. Now Perez. San Diego scored twice here in the third quarter. The goals coming within 23 seconds of each other. Wilrich got the first. Quinn got the second. And that 1-0 game and now becomes a 3-0 lead.
This is the last team that you like to see with a 3-0 lead too, because there's still plenty of time left. But the way San Diego plays, it's almost an impossible thing to rally against them when they've got a 3-goal lead, because they play it so well.
Well, defensively, they do such an excellent job. They're giving up less than 4 goals a game. Bursich in some trouble. Finally goes up and out of play. Julie B wanted a delay of game call against Bursich for intentionally putting it over the glass. Zip for the Spirit. 3 at this point for San Diego. You see 1 minute and 52 seconds left. When a team averages over 6 goals a game and gives up less than 4, it's not hard to understand why they're 19-6.
Well, you know, when Pittsburgh is down by 3, it's very frustrating because they feel like they have to open it up. So how do they do it when a San Diego opens it up? Now we've seen San Diego switch a little bit to try to control the ball, but they can change so quickly.
Jungle working with Perez. His shot misses to the left side. A drive across the goal mouth from Brian Schmetzer. It's picked up by Clavijo, looking for Jungle. Jungle, back heel. Sibbies is there, looking for Child. It's broken up by Perez. And now Quinn takes over. Quinn has a goal, his 15th. V a goal, his 13th. Wilrich a goal, his 12th. Everybody in double figures. The Sockers controlling right at midfield with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Quinn against Sibbies. Now Perez gets around Civies. A little bit of room. Hugo keeps the ball. Looking for Jungle on the rebound. Topolsky is there. Jungle breaks it up. The Sockers maintain control.
1 minute remaining in the third.
Fernando Clavijo now. For Schmetzer. Now Quinn. 50 seconds left, third quarter. Looking for Segota. Quinn will get it back. Using the boards. Bursic picks it off. Goes long to Child. Child, good header on the far side to Z. Kapka. But it's a 2-on-3. Child with Kapka. Broken up by San Diego's Brian Schmetzer. And it comes all the way back into the Spirit. Into the field with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Child against Jungle at midfield. To Hagen. Earhart Cap on the left side. He's run off the ball by Gene Wilrich. Keeps it though. Hagen a drive, loose in front, no rebound. Topolsky a follow, misses to the left side at the buzzer. After 3 here in the Civic Arena, it is San Diego 3, Pittsburgh nothing. The fourth quarter is coming up on Pittsburgh Spirit Soccer.
It's in Giant Eagle Groceries. Dave Hagen. It's pushed back by San Diego. Look at the speed of Segota. He was way downfield, and he almost beat Dave McKenzie to that ball. Now it's headed back up for Bronco. Look out. Great shot in the goal. So Pittsburgh coming out and not really fully composed, and they end up losing the ball, and Bronco Segota is open for a shot. He has now scored a goal, John Sanders, in 15 straight games.
And it's his 32nd of the season. It comes quickly here. It comes at only 42 seconds. There's the drive. It was set up to him. Actually, that time Bursic had tried to clear the ball. He didn't catch it and feed it. He kicked it back. And Wilrich right at midfield made the header. Got the ball back to Segota. He had room to turn and do his thing.
Another great point about the San Diego Sockers. As soon as Wilrich intercepted, great vision, great presence. He knows where every player is. So it's not like he just intercepted, settled the ball, then looked around to see what his options were. Before he ever intercepted it, he knew what his options were. It was more instinct than anything else. And he finds Segota wide open. So it's now 4-0, and what was a 0-0 game and a 1-0 game has quickly turned heavily into San Diego's favor.
And you can see how quickly they can turn the lights out on you.
Marcio Leite getting it now outside the penalty arc. On him is Schmetzer off the boards. It gets by everyone. Hugo Perez picks it up for San Diego. Wheeling and dealing. Perez, a member of the U.S. National and World Cup team.
San Diego looking for 13 victories in a row.
Lead ball, look at Perez. Picked up by Dave Hagen. But Perez can turn. He fell down. And Pittsburgh is able to win the ball. Okay, here's where the legs get tired and the field starts to tip uphill a little bit. When you're down 4-0 to the best team in the MISL. They've beaten everybody this year. Topolsky plays in the box. Leite the shot. Great save. Gorsic. He really wants that shutout. Foul zone now, keeping it alive. Topolsky cranks from 60, punch down, headed right at Jim Gorsic.
Great job by Gorsic, I tell you.
Look who's hanging back. Jungle. Topolsky did a great job just to catch up with him. And now San Diego will get it. Lattisour to Brian Quinn. He holds on. Not only has San Diego beaten everyone in the MISL, but they beat a Russian team, a powerful Russian team, and a German team this year during the regular season. So Ron Newman got his troops up for those 2 games, even though it came right during a busy part of the Soccer's own regular season schedule. Brian Quinn off the boards. He wanted Jungle. Jungle with second effort. Knocked away by Gerger. That's a battle between the #1 scorer of all time in the MISL, Jungle, and Freddie Gerger, who ranks #2. Playing his 300th game, and Jungle goes down. Compliments of Topolsky.
Adam did a pretty good number on him right there.
Lattisour wants a couple of minutes, but he won't get it.
Another Academy Award performance.
I didn't know whether you were going to say it first or me, but it was your call. I agree with you. Jungle will get it. No wonder officials don't call some things. I mean, some of them look so obvious that sometimes they don't give a player the benefit of the doubt. They go the other way. Godfrey Ingram trying to come back, blocked by Jungle, but Ingram comes right back. They were former teammates outdoors with Golden Bay. Now it is Leite from Ingram. Back for Helmut Dudek. Dudek plays it towards the penalty arc, but it's broken up by Lattisour. Now McKenzie for Charlie Falzone. Cuts outside. Left-footed drive is blocked. Sockers are doing a lot of blocking shots. They may not be given credit for them in the final statistics because sometimes those are tough to call depending on which building you're in and different interpretations, but they do get in the way of a lot of shots that are directed towards goal.
One other game that we've been following this afternoon, after 3, it's Baltimore 5 and Chicago 2. It's the Blast on their way to victory over the Sting, who are struggling.
And they're trying to make changes, but they still struggle. That ball hit a piece of the glass, but came right back out on the field.
So it's still a live ball.
Segota, who had that last goal. Now it is Earhart Cap for the Spirit. San Diego leads 4-0. Jim Gorsuch has made the big saves when he's had to. The Spirit have missed some good occasions where there should have been a goal scored. Some good opportunities.
Well, the Spirit have had many more offensive opportunities than they did last Saturday night, and yet they're down by 4.
And who knows what could have happened if they had gotten the tying goal, if it could have been 1-1. No one knows, and no one will know because they never got that goal, and they're still looking for their first.
Yeah, the Sockers just don't let you back in the game, that's all.
Segota coming in. Nice cut to the middle, a shot off the post. That should have been the 5th goal of the game.
No question about it. He had the shot he wanted, he just missed it.
Well, Bronco just proved one thing. He is human after all. Terlecki will get it with Kevin Crowe on him. Kapka in the box for Ingram. He's taken down. That should be a penalty shot. And that's what Marty Templeton is calling. And Jim Gorsuch jumping up and down. That's a tantrum. But Marty Templeton did not hesitate. Ingram was chopped down in the box. That's a penalty shot.
Let's take another look at it. There he is, trying to do something to the ball, and he was really cut down from behind by Fernando Clavijo.
No, Gorsuch is not unhappy because he thinks that they're going to lose this game. He's unhappy because on a penalty shot, the shooter has the better opportunity, and that's where he could lose the shutout. But goalkeepers, if they guess the right way, can make the save. And what happened a couple weeks ago? Manny Rojas on a penalty shot wide. He did the goalkeeper a favor. Let's see who's going to end up taking this penalty kick. Remember the old days? Pat McCluskey kicked 7 of them, I think, one year without a miss. We'll wait and see. I don't recall Pittsburgh taking any penalty kicks this year. I believe this is their first one. I know nothing on the road, and I don't believe any at home. Godfrey Ingram apparently will take this penalty kick. We'll try to double check that for you, but I don't believe that the Spirit have taken a penalty kick this year. One against it, and it missed. Godfrey Ingram, the shooter against the keeper. The ball is alive if it is stopped and kept in play. Godfrey Ingram working in, goes with the right foot, and he scores. So the Spirit crowd finally has a chance to cheer.
And it came on the penalty kick, goal number 13 for the season for Godfrey Ingram. It comes at 4:13. And something for the 11,822 to cheer here. We avoid the shutout, and Gorsuch, not much you can do. It's a great shot by Ingram. Look at the drive. He tries to go down, but his reactions simply aren't quick enough. At that distance, JP, if it's on net and it's a good hard shot, it's almost impossible to stop.
Well, he did guess right, so that's the first thing you've got to do, is be going in the right direction. It is unassisted. Let's see if this goal can do anything to pick up the Pittsburgh Spirit. If they can get the next goal, they could be alive. Easier said than done. Perez for V. Look at this, a back heel, and he almost scored. Wow, that would have been something. That would have been about 5 seconds, John, after the Spirit had just scored. Talk about deadening a crowd. They were still clapping for the last goal. Wilrich going around Kapka into the attack zone. He's got V wide open in the corner. V right back and a give and go. McKenzie, good read. Here he comes with Terlecki, but it's 2-on-3. Stan running into open space and opening up room for McKenzie.
Good pass from Dave.
All the way to the left wing. Terlecki trying to give McKenzie some room. Stan wheeling around. Right-footed drive. A rocket that Gorsuch stopped. Oh, that would have looked good in the back of the net. And a foul is going to be called on Terlecki. 2 fouls on Pittsburgh, 1 at San Diego. And look at this, how quickly San Diego comes back. Perez wide open. On the left, he holds onto it. Marking him as McKenzie. Back for Julie B. Wilrich. A 4-1 San Diego lead. Ingram's goal at 4:13 of the 4th quarter on a penalty shot. Hugo Perez against Sibbies. Outside, then inside, then back in, and he missed it. Just shot it wide. Talk about undressing a player. He had Sibbies going in all different directions. We've got a foul being called now.
Yeah, it was Kapka taking a shot at Crow. And here it is. Watch the beautiful moves. He goes one way, then comes back the other, still controls, keeps his dribble, but he missed the shot to the right side.
You notice in the replay, Bursic didn't buy any of those fakes. He stayed with him, and that's why Perez kept going, trying to deke him out. In the box, Crow just lost that one. That was well played to Kevin Crow. If he heads it any other way, it's going to go into the net. Stan Terlecki from Captain. In the attack zone, wants the left foot. A wicked drive is blocked. He'll try again from the left corner. He's double teamed. Knocks it out, but it's right to Perez.
And he had no help on the far side at all. All the Spirit players were on this side of the field. So even if Stan had won that ball, he had nobody to go to.
Canicolita spinning with McKenzie on him. Now Sibby's in for some support. It's knocked away. Kaz Dana, though, nice turn to give it to Perez. In the box for Jungle, Camp had him all tied up. And Adam Topolsky is going to be coming on as soon as he can. As Sibby's will go to the bench first for Leite. If Adam can. Jungle plays it back for Dana. Blocked by McKenzie. Loose ball now taken by Terlecki. Stan almost upended by his fellow countryman Dana, but Stan is off to the races. Topolsky on now for McKenzie. Terlecki for Hagen. 4-1, Spirit are down. Played out there, Earhart Cappy trying to put it right through to Terlecki, but it's blocked by Dana.
Good job by Dana. Earhart had the right idea. He wanted to go back to Stan one more time, and Terlecki's going to come off. Paul Child will come back on for the Spirit.
Long distribution to Segota. Bronco with a couple of goals, bidding for the hat trick. Cutting in the box, broken up. He wanted Quinn. Bronco Segota now still holding it. All that talent, and he's only 24 years old, same age as Tattoo, and it seems like they've played a lifetime of soccer. Brian Quinn, his own ball, he'll get up the boards, and he just had it go off the post.
Oh, great effort by Quinn.
That should have been in too. Great shot, great play all around. Adam Topolsky.
Well, it's nice to see them not finish for a change.
I'll agree. Marcio Leite already has the same number of points as he had all of last year. Cuts to the left against Clavillo. Off those boards, headed down by Schmetzer. Picked up by Brian Quinn. Jungle holds up his run now in the neutral zone. And he'll get that pass from Quinn. San Diego now trying to work on the clock a little bit. 7:29 to go. Here's where they can lull you to sleep with these soft passes, and then all of a sudden somebody makes a nice diagonal run and is wide open. Segota holding it. Cuts once and then twice. He's taken down by Dudek, but Jungle follows through right in front of the Spirit bench. Topolsky drops him with the ball. Ingram going long. Child with Clavillo. Knocked away, flicked up once, and now controlled by Quinn for Jungle. Now Lavasseur is on for Segota. Right back it comes to Schmetzer. You know, you wonder with all the rumors about Jungle, wherever he goes, if he does leave San Diego, you just wonder what it will do to this team. They still got all that great firepower, but will Segota be even better, or will they miss him? Schmetzer on the left for Canicolidis.
Well, I have to think you'd miss him, JP. Obviously, he's a guy that's got 61 points. You're going to miss him. But there is so much talent that I think they can still win, obviously.
That's what I mean. I mean, could they still win a title without him? I think some people would still have them as favorites. Lavasseur gives it up the other way. I think Julie V would have a more prominent role than he has now. It's tough to imagine Segota more prominent than he is, and maybe a guy like Perez would get more as well. But I tell you, that'll be a tough loss for San Diego if Jungle does go anywhere.
Well, that's a decision that they will have to make, obviously, and I don't know whether it's going to be a financial one in the end, that they will take the money for Steve Jungle and get rid of his rather large salary.
I think that's what it's going to be.
And if that is the case, hey, it might help the rest of the league.
Gene Wilrich coming back.
And if you were in the press box at halftime,
whoa, just missed.
You saw a lot of writers from San Diego around Chris Wright, the general manager of the Spirit, and that is one rumor that continues to be alive.
Well, we'll see. Keep hearing things, all rumors, but no deals. Minnesota made a couple of deals, though, this week. Dave McKenzie now taking it, settling it down, 5:24 to go. Fourth quarter. It is a Sockers leading 4-1. Leite turning, wants the right foot this time, taken down, but in the penalty arc, not even a foul. Hugo Perez now will pick it up. Right back to Jim Gorsuch.
Jim's getting casual, isn't he?
It's that West Coast lifestyle. On the right side, Julie V. Gorsuch, another one of those guys, very much underrated. When you start naming the 5 best keepers in the MISL, a lot of people probably wouldn't even mention him. But his record is right up there, his average is right up there, and so what if he plays for the San Diego Sockers, a great team. That ball that talk about, well, he's going to take his ball and go home. They're saying that the ball came back from the neutral zone, and if that's true, then Gorsuch cannot play it with his hands. But I'll tell you, that temper almost cost him.
I was going to say, Mr. Gorsuch came very close to getting a 2-minute penalty.
Kevin Barr wants in the box for Ingram. Godfrey went down, but he's not going to get a second call there.
And he really had no chance. They had him double teamed, pinched off, and Kevin went in there with the ball, but there was really no chance.
Terlecki for Ingram, taken down by the penalty arc. Off the carom. San Diego with a chance to run upfield. Ron Newman, great line change again. Kaz Dana went flying off the bench to join the 3-on-2, but now the Spirit come back. Dana came off that bench, and he was already in the attack zone. Godfrey Ingram now on the intercept with Terlecki. Now it's 3-on-3. Stan cuts to the middle on Clavillo, a former teammate with Golden Bay. Right wing boards for McKenzie. Didn't get a good ball, and now it's knocked back the other way. Helmut Dudek, make crank from that distance. Sends it in the box. Gorsuch was bumped. That was Hagen that time running some interference. Now Terlecki double team. In some trouble. Can't go either way. Taken down. It's a foul on San Diego. But time running down on the Spirit. 3:55 to go, and the Spirit need 3 just to tie. And Gorsuch's not cooperating.
No, he's not.
Dave McKenzie for Godfrey Ingram. Now back for McKenzie. Only original member of the Pittsburgh Spirit. Sent off the glass. Dudek in very deep. Looks for Terlecki in the box. It's blocked once and then twice. Stan, good job to just fight for that ball, but now finally he's outnumbered, and Perez will come back.
Yeah, the numbers were too much for Stan in there. We've seen Perez all afternoon. He's an excellent ball handler, but here's a line change.
Sibby's on the steal. He has Terlecki with him. Sibby's back for Stan. Score! Unselfish play. Ian Sibby's giving that ball up when he had a chance to score. So don't turn out the lights just yet.
Credit Sibby's. It's his 8th assist of the year. It's a big, big goal for the Pittsburgh Spirit. It comes at 11:33. He just came off the bench. We talk about line changes. He jumped in front of Jungle, picked it up, kept it, and the longer he waits, the easier it is for Stan Terlecki.
So the Spirit, San Diego attacking the other way with Bronco Segota. Outside the box, fakes, drills it, blocked. Segota can hold that ball as well as anyone and get a goalkeeper to commit himself. Quinn, blocked by Sibby's, but now he moves. Good run for Quinn, alone, up the middle. Takes the shot, Bursic with a great save. Another shot taken, that goes wide. David Bursic with a big save to keep the Spirit at least alive. And that goal that was scored by the Spirit makes a winner out of Walt Minoski. $400 in Giant Eagle groceries. And I know groceries can be pretty expensive these days, but you can buy an awful lot of food with $400.
That'll set the table for a while.
Even with the biggest of appetites, right? Steve Jungle cutting it left. Segota shooting it, but Bursic is there. 2:19 to go. Regulation time. Spirit down by a couple. Play to the left side. Hagen leaves it for Topolsky. Wise decision. Played in for Hagen. Gorsuch way out. Try to knock back for Topolsky. The Spirit could get broken down right here. 3-on-2. Terlecki trying to hustle back. Schmetzer breaking for the box. Jungle holding it well. Now try to play it through. Blocked by Terlecki. San Diego loses out on a chance. And here comes the Spirit on the counter. Hagen against Clavillo. Trying to work it to that congested middle. And it was broken up. Too many players inside. Now we've got a whistle for obstruction.
No question, though. Stan did cut him off. He bumped him. He just wanted to take Gene Wilrich right out of the play, and he did.
Well, the Sockers talk about it. 1:45 to go in regulation time. And the Spirit came very close, John, down the other end a little while ago. And then they had Gorsuch out of the net for a little bit. So one goal could make a world of difference, but it's easier to talk about it than it is to score it.
This was ball day. It produced a big crowd. Hope you'll join us here at the arena next Sunday. Chicago is here, and it's Visor Day, so a little more paraphernalia for you.
Ball is cleared back now toward the Spirit end. David Bursic for Dave McKenzie. For Helmut Dudek. Now back for David Bursic. Bursic coming out a little bit. Up for Sibby's, and it is knocked into the Spirit bench. So Pittsburgh will have a free kick. Looking to see if they want to call a timeout. I don't believe they took theirs earlier. We had an official's timeout before. Let's take it to a break right now. It's 4-2 San Diego on Pittsburgh Spirit. Well,
you know, I'm just surprised he can live through a game as much as he hits the deck.
well, 6 fouls now called on Pittsburgh. That was their 6th. Now, I was saying in an earlier broadcast, guys like Jungle, Granitza, Tattoo, they do a lot of diving. There's no question about it.
Of course, they also take a lot of physical abuse out there during the course of the game.
They get kicked so often, and the fouls are not called. And even if they are called, so what? I mean, it's a physically painful thing, you know, to kick a player in the ankles and the groin area, to knee him, to do whatever you can to stop these players. They take a lot of abuse.
And the penalty will empty the building here in the Civic Arena.
Dave Hagen after it on the far side. Well, Pittsburgh gave them a go, but they're too short. 30 seconds left. Ingram short-handed. Hagen is open, but it's tough to make that pass with 2 guys on. McKenzie now off the boards for Hagen. Pittsburgh pushing forward short-handed, but it's going to be controlled by Perez.
And if they can turn it back the other way, they have Steve Jungle clear down at the other end.
On the right, Segota cutting to the inside of McKenzie. Bursic came out, and he took a hit from Segota. May have jammed his hand on that play. He's a little bit upset.
He is not happy with Bronco Segota. Jungle comes in to calm him down, but you can see Segota continuing his run, and he carries into him. Sometimes it's easy just to drag a leg when you get into that box area, and that's how keepers get broken fingers, dislocated fingers. It happens.
Well, David Bursic, who has really been the MVP of the Pittsburgh Spirit this season,
no doubt about that,
is hopefully all right, shaking off the effects of that collision. Dangerous play on San Diego. That was their 4th foul, but it won't matter. Ingram shoots with 3 seconds to go. Bursic juggles it, but no problem. That ends the game with the San Diego Sockers defeating the Pittsburgh Spirit by the score of 4-2.